been a minute. It's been a motherfucking minute. I'm here now. You get me? Don't dwell on the past. Don't dwell on what was, what coulda, shoulda. I'm here now and I have a story time. Alright, I hope that you guys are. I've never. Hi. It's Waaahhh without. Leo hakuna ma shoutouts because it's been a minute. I have a story time. I'm laughing now because you know these story times are just funny to say in past tense, and as per the usual, I'm saying this story time because I feel like you know you don't really need to experience this like once you've had a story time about it. You get what I'm saying? This happened some time back. I was younger than I am today. What had happened was that I went to one of my friends' place. She had invited me for a sleepover. Should I say where this happened? Should I say? Okay, it happened in Kenya. I'm just gonna. Yeah. So I went to her place for a sleepover like on a Friday. We got lit. Hey, got drunk. What's that song? We wish that we could get undrunk. Next day, Saturday morning, how did we open the esophagus? With some shots.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Took a shower, got ready, and then she was like, I want to take you to my roof. And I'm like, girl, say no more, say no more. We're there, we're sunbathing, we're taking pictures, we're looking cute. Like, you know that thing, as I've said, when you're melanated and you're in the sun and it just... So as we're lying there, there's two models, Peter. So should we name this friend? Should we name her? Let's name her Phone. Yeah, we're gonna name her Phone. So Phone is my friend, and then these are the neighbor guys. So they come and they say hi, and as they're talking, unajua Norris, the accent is not Kenyan, and they're sounding like they're from a place that mimi nachungulianga hivi wanaume from there. So she's like, no, let's go and sit and talk to them. Because they were like, oh, come and sit with us. So we go and we sit and we talk to them. And then, so out of the two of them, there's one that I had my eye on. Like, there's one my corridor was just like, hey, Nyaje, what's up? And I could feel him feel me. So we were feeling each other. You know, this is all maybe in my head. I don't know. But,
like here.
Exactly. So they wanted to buy us drinks because we were sipping. And he's like, want to buy you, what are you guys drinking? And we said what we are drinking. And he's like, actually, want to get you some drinks. And we're like, no. Because that was Saturday morning and there's something I had to do like for the rest of the evening, like for the afternoon. And also Phone had something she was doing. So we're going to like part early. And I'm like, I can't be bothered to be late. Like, it's like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. At the same time, who cares? But just that day, I wasn't in the mood to be like late like that. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, no, it's fine. He's like, no. They insisted. Then he's like, let's go get a drink from downstairs. Like there's some kiosks downstairs, so he's like, let's go get some drinks from downstairs in the kiosks. And he's like, I'll go with you. And he did like this. Did he do this or point? No, I don't think he pointed, but he just did like a gesture and looked at me, and I'm like, ha! I knew tunafiliana. I knew it. Okay, like what's the harm? Let's just go downstairs and get a drink. And I'm like, okay, I'll see you. Phone. First of all, why the hell am I just going downstairs with a stranger I've just met? But I think I was calm because my friend Phone had known or met the two of them, but she didn't even know their names. She knew of them, but not really knowing them. So we get in the lift and we go downstairs, and he didn't press the ground floor, he pressed some other number. And we got off on the lift and he said he needs to get something from his flat. And I'm like, okay, cool. So he opens his flat door and he tells me to enter, and I enter. Why? I don't know this guy. There could be anything in that flat, but there I am. Please, Madani Jesu Christo. Don't think that people will think like you, because they don't. People are crazy. He tells me to sit in the living room and he's like, I'll be back. Just give me a second. Give me like 2-3 minutes. I'm like, wow, be here. He's like, no. I'll be back. So I'm like, okay, sawa. And I'm just looking around. You know that thing? Have you seen? There's like a meme when girls enter a dude's house, the way they sit with their 2 hands and legs, because that's how I was sitting. I was just like, wow, It was a bit dark. And but I was calm. Like, it didn't make me feel uncomfortable, and I didn't feel off at all. But serial killers would do the same. You probably don't feel uncomfortable. First, I remember hearing like someone spraying, not cologne, but like that. Those two, those men just want to themselves that deal. The nice smelling ones. Oh, that's weird that you would be freshening up to go to the kiosk, and I've already smelled you. So when he comes out, I notice he's changed.
Oh my God.
And then he gets his keys, and then we go downstairs. Now we're downstairs, by the way. We're on the ground floor. We've checked the apartment, and as we're downstairs, I just hear chui chui. I said, "Who's trying to get in their car?" Because I know after going to the kiosk, so I don't know whose car that is. And then he walks to the driver's seat, and I'm like, "Oh, and I'm like, "Where are we going?" He's like, "No, just enter." And I'm like, "I guess we're going to the kiosk." He's like, no, please. Fine. So I entered the car. Where are we going? Joey? I don't know. When we enter the car and we drive off and we get on a main road, he was about like 3-4 years older than me. We penya through Nairobi, and he was telling me about his life. I did think he was a bit like, not weird, but like interesting. Like, but not interesting, like making me uncomfortable, just the ones of, And sometimes I try not to judge people very quickly, because I'm very quick to judge someone when you start doing things that I don't know and I've never heard of. I'm just like, no. Until he starts telling me about his life, and Mans is out here telling me about how he has a child. I feel like if you have a child, like, you really need to be above and beyond. You get me? And you need to really tick other boxes seriously. Like, you can't tick the same boxes as someone without a kid. Like, I'm not ready to be a stepmom. I'm not ready to mother a child. Like, what? Like, just take it easy. But I'm not too close-minded about it either. But I'd rather not. And then the thing that threw me off was when he said, actually, it's a mistake and it happened a long time ago. And I'm just like, that doesn't sit right with me. Then we get to the liquor store. Like, we drove for like 10-15 minutes. So I'm like, I don't feel like going inside. You go get the liquor. I'll wait for you in the car and you can bring it here. I don't need to be here perambulating and talking to people. I'm not interested. So I called phone and I'm like, yo, you won't believe where we are. And I'm like, we're on this road. And she's like, what? When did you get there? Got the liquor. He came back. So we get back to the apartment. Why? When we get to the rooftop, I'm seeing his friend, but I'm not seeing phone. So I'm like, oh, where's Stone? And he says, now the friend is like, oh, she went downstairs. She went to a flat. Let me go down and just check up on her. So I go downstairs and I tell phone, guess what? Anyway, let's go upstairs and say bye. What do we need to name this guy? Lighter. We call him a lighter. Foil. Dustbin? No. Blankets. Slippers. Slides. Baby daddy. That's such a long name. We're gonna call him Slides. Slides chucks the body of, he bought some wine and some gin. And the wine was really yummy. Like, those white, like, you taste and you're like, ah yeah, it was tamu. So we sipping, we chilling. And as we're saying bye to him, he's like, hey, can you please give me your number? And I'm like, but guess what? I gave him.
You will end up in my daughter. That's what I meant. I really meant what I'm saying.
We leave. And he's like, okay, bye. And he was so extra. He kissed my hand here. And he was like, bye, baby.
Princess.
Clean. He said, bye, beautiful. And I was like, wow. I'm going to call you. And I'm like, okay. Sunday, he calls me. Like, we talked for like 5 minutes, maybe even 3 to 5 minutes. It was a very short conversation. Monday, he calls me again. And we'll talk again for like 10-15 minutes. Tuesday, he calls me again. Now, at this point, like, as much as I found him interesting, at this point I was just like, wow. Found me on Wednesday. Like, from that conversation, I was like, wow, this guy like really likes me. And it's weird because you barely know me. We've barely even been talking for 4 days. And even if we've been talking for 4 days consistently, you can't like me like the way he was talking like he likes me. You get me? Like, you can't be liking someone that quickly. That's when Wahura should have been thinking that there's something not adding up here. 1 + 1 = 2. But 2 + 2 = 55. How? Impossible.
If 2 + 2 is 4, right? And 5 + 5 is 10, okay. What the fuck is this?
But nikasema Wahura, don't be too dismissive. You see, here I am, second guessing, thinking one thing, questioning the other. I said, don't be too dismissive. So now, Wednesday, again. So that's when we talked for a bit longer. That's when I was like, okay, this guy, it's a bit too much. You know, I'm not used to such a person. So I thought maybe it's just me who's thinking that he's too much, but maybe this is normal. I don't know, maybe it's normal to some people. Because you know, some things you can find weird, but to someone else it's not as weird. So I just thought maybe it's just one of those indifferences. Thursday, he called me. Friday, he called me. Friday, I think I had it. So Friday when he called me, first of all, I didn't even hear my phone ring. All I saw was a missed call like at 7 o'clock, 7:30 there. Or 6. Or I saw it at 7, but then it happened like at 6 or something. And I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to call him later because like I'm doing other things. This motherfucker calls me at like 8:30. I've just realized how I've been chewing in this video, and I saw how it's disrespectful to chew. And I've said before, and I stopped. Anyway, well, surely you've watched this far. Just continue. So, have you subscribed? Enough. Have you subscribed?
Subscribe.
Thank you.
Are you dumb? Point at the subscribe.
Oh yeah, I don't know what side it's on. I'm just gonna point on both. They're waiting for you, actually. Robbery. Obviously now I've forgotten where I was. So Friday, he calls. This is the second time now he's called me at like 8:30. Please respect yourself. Tafadhali. Less than an hour later, he calls me again.
I'm gonna lose it.
When Anita Ivo, I was triggered now. I'm done with that shit, but I wasn't done. I was just getting done. I wasn't done yet. So I said I'm not picking and he can just sleep and I'm not gonna call him either. I'm just going to go about my life. I slept, obviously. Saturday, he calls me in the morning. He called me at like 8 on a Saturday morning.
Pause this whole thing right now.
At home? Why? First of all, I remember even I woke up. First, you're waking me. Hey. You're waking me up at 8 o'clock to do what? No, to do what? And say what? Hey. Anyway, I ignored and then I went back to bed. This guy called me again.
A fucking game. Nothing new.
Called me again at like 9:30. I said I'm not picking up this phone. I'm really not picking up this phone. I called him back in the afternoon on Saturday. I say hi, he says hi, and I'm just about to start telling him how I don't like that you're calling me so incessantly, like it's making me uncomfortable. And even before I start, he starts talking about how, okay, so I called you yesterday, you didn't pick. I called you like 2-3 times. And as he's talking, see, obviously me, I'm there ready to give my response. And he's like, wait, let me first finish and then I'll give you a chance to talk. I said, no, he can't be talking to me like this. So I kept quiet because at this point, I was just like, I'm never talking to this guy again. Dead ass. So he goes on and he starts saying, I called you twice yesterday, you didn't pick. I called you in the morning, you didn't pick. You're doing what? Just complaining about the fact that I've not been communicating to him. I didn't even explain to him why I didn't pick me. I just told him, listen, I have things I'm doing. 1. Number 2, don't call me the way you've been calling me incessantly. It makes me very uncomfortable and I don't like it. Then he's like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. I just didn't know where you are. As whom? As whom? But then you're like, okay, I'm sorry. And he's like, I didn't mean to. Do let me know when I can call you. I don't know when I can call you, but just let me know when I can call you. Just don't call me like that. And right now I'm busy, so I'll talk to you some other time. I was mad irritated and he was really testing my patience. Let me tell you, I was really trying to be a nice human being and not go wild on him. I was really trying. You know, by the grace of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Futile. Let me know when I can call you. What's a good time to call you? I'm like, you can call me anytime, but just don't call me like that. You know, don't call me like that. I'm not the one. Tell me why this guy calls me later in the evening.
But let me tell you something, where I'm from, we don't do shit like that.
I said I'm not picking this call. You can just talk and call yourself. Call your Talk to yourself. And that's when Sunday now comes in. I'm sorry for the multiple calls. I care about you. Okay, I just want to know as who? Mind you, Kai, this is so disrespectful. Mind you, he sent me this message in the morning at like 7:40 in the morning. Maybe it's just something about messaging me in the wee hours of the morning that was just triggering me. Like, you can text me in the wee hours of the morning, but this from him when it was pissing me off. And I said I'm not replying because I woke up to these messages and I said I'm not replying. But tell me why he calls me again on Sunday. You just tell me.
Not on my watch.
Then again he called me in the afternoon like 2-3 times. Sometimes you just have to laugh at these things. So obviously I ignored the whole of Sunday. Now Monday comes. He calls me like 2 or 3, let's even say once. Sour. I'm not picked Sunday. You've called me like 3 times. I'm not picked. I'm not replying to your messages. You called me on Monday. I feel like that's a sign to just leave someone alone. Like, stop. Why are you? Just respect yourself. Sometimes you just need to respect yourself. And I hope that I'm his lesson. Let's say Monday he called me once in the morning and once in the evening. That's fine. I'm not picked. I'm not talking to you on Sunday. I'm not talking to you on Monday. Now, Tuesday came. And Tuesday is when I said, Je suis fini. Nimemaliza na wewe, nimejaribu. Even in God's eyes, you can see I have been patient. So Tuesday morning, Tuesday morning, he sends me a message. The first line said, I'm in love with you. I said, how?
What was the reason? What was the reason?
He didn't say I love you, because I love you and I'm in love with you are two different things. But being in love with somebody, I was mad. I was so irritated. I was triggered. I blocked him. I had to block him. I blocked him for him as well, because I don't think I was good for him. He was clearly losing his mind. So I blocked him for my sanity and I blocked him for his sanity. But tell me why this man was out here commenting on one of my Instagram pictures. Huh? Are you right? Are you right? Anyway, again, I don't know why these things happen. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Shout out to Miss Tanya here on YouTube. I'm gonna put her name, right? I'm gonna put her name, channel in the description box. Shout out to you, B. Like, you're doing amazing. I have binge watched your videos again and they've just lit me up, and I just thought, if she can make me feel like this, then maybe I should do my due diligence as well and give people the same energy that I've been blessed to receive. We Gucci. We good. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the messages of kindness and just words of encouragement that I've been getting, especially Kwanza my 2 DM. As usual, if you want to have a more intimate relationship with me, you can follow me on my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Twitter at Wahura Kabutha. Like, I had like someone, maybe it's my neighbor, but it sounded, in Jesus' name, I have spirit.
She's on my period. When did you do that?
So, I forgot where I was. Every time. Oh, yeah.
Because that's what you like.
In Jesus' name, God forbid. 2, and I'm like, I was like, that's so cute. Thank you. I like that. Cool. Not always something. Let me not speak that to the universe, but in this moment of time, there was just something off. On Monday. Please just watch again. I really have the audacity. Watch again. I'm not playing.